at the end of last season. And when I got the script for 22 and I read that scene, I was like, there it is. That's what Dean needed the most, was to forgive his mother. And so Robert Behrens, who wrote that script, was on set that day, because a lot of times at the end of the season, the writers of the scripts will come up and visit the set to watch their episodes get filmed. And it's at the end of the season because they don't have any other scripts to write. Because in the beginning of the season, they're already working on their next script and they got to write it and they got work to do. So Bob Behrens came up and he was sitting behind the monitors. And I remember walking up to him and I was like, hey man, I got to thank you for literally clearing up the entire season for me with in respect to the Dean and Mary relationship. And he's like, how do you mean? I was like, well, you know, where I say that, you know, I forgive you. I hate you, but I love you, and I forgive you. And he was like, what? I was like, what? Don't mess with me. That's tied into the last season. He's like, uh-huh. So I don't know if he was messing with me, but if that was a mistake, that was the happiest accident that I've ever experienced. Because for me, that's what I played. When I had that scene with Samantha, I was playing that. I was playing that this is why you came back. This is why God and the darkness gave you back to me for this catharsis, this cathartic moment. And I don't know, I was very, very happy with that turn in the script, and it was heavy. It was very heavy, and I remember I wasn't going to cry. I literally remember that I was like, all right, don't do tears, because that's the obvious. Like and the script called for it. The script was like, and Dean with tears running down his face. And I was like, don't tell me to cry. I hate that. I told Bob that. I told Behrens that. I was like, hey, listen, don't put that in there. If it happens, it happens. But don't make me feel bad if it doesn't happen and you wrote it in there. So I remember reading it and I'd be like, nope, that ain't gonna happen. Screw you. And then when we started working and we started doing the scene, and the emotion kind of started flooding me, and then it was real. It was a real moment. And like I felt for Dean, because I knew what that meant for him. And so to be able to emote emotions of a character that you care so deeply about, that's pretty special. I'm a lucky guy to be able to do that for 12 years. So thanks. Well, now we're getting heavy. We're getting real here.
I said before the panel started, no streaming, and someone is doing the streaming. Now I'm taking it down, so you have less panel. I told you not to do that. Why are you doing that? So, I want the girl that is doing the streaming, we know who you are, out. Because I told you, like 20 minutes ago, and you didn't listen to me. This is not going to happen, right? So out.
I'm not going to mess with her. However, music, 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 music. Are these clean? Or has Adam drank from them?
Gather round, ye lads and lasses.
What is that? Alright, I gotta drink some apple juice. Hang on.
My sister has forever closed her smiling Irish eyes. Now everybody's died, so until the tears are dry.
Cheers. Woo! That apple juice is strong. What? I gotta leave now? No, one more question. Where am I? There? There. I think I'm over there. All right.
You made it a little hard for me because you basically answered my question already.
Well, there you go. Happy to help.
I want to ask what you think about Dean's ability to forgive the people he loves for just about everything. And if you think that this is something you have in common with Dean?
Yeah, no, I don't forget people. I would say that Dean holds more of a grudge than Jensen would. I tend to let things go because life's too short. Dean has that capability of harboring anger and resentment, which I know a lot of people can identify with, and it's something that I can identify with, which is also a reason why I make an effort to dismiss it. Because again, life is too short. So, yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, one last one. Hi.
Usually the domestication of one's parent happens gradually during late childhood and adolescence, and kids can get used to it. How do you think Sam and Dean reacted to the domestication of Mary as adults, and when it was so sudden since they didn't have years to process it?
Wow, glad we ended with that one. I think that, I mean, you look at the 12 seasons that we've done, unfolding these characters, peeling back the layers. One of the greatest joys of my life is that I've been able to play a character for this long because it's given me an ability to layer it. And, you know, when you get a script, like a movie, there's a beginning, a middle, and an end. And the greatest thing that I've been given, as far as the show goes, is I haven't seen the end. All right. It's out there somewhere, we just haven't found it yet. But what that's done is that's given the brothers an ability and time to process not only what they're dealing with, which is crazy and supernatural, but also what the hand that they were dealt, what they were given by their parents, which was pretty difficult. And for these two men to, I say men now, we used to say boys. Seriously, I know, we gotta go. For them to go from boys to men. I went to a Boys to Men concert once. Little fun fact for you. To see what they've done with what they were given and what they've been dealt, I think is one of the great triumphs of this show. So, yeah. Thank you. Okay, thank you everybody. Gosh, I love you guys, and I love my apple juice. Good night. I'll see you in a little bit. Oh, that just fell in there, didn't it? Oops.